Okay, today we're going to build an Instagram promo. This will be your first promo of the year. We are going to create something very basic and add to it later. This assignment will look like this, or very similar when we're done. So, how do we get here? Well, let's start from scratch. So, when you log on to WeVideo, you'll be on your dashboard. You'll click video as you always do, and then just click start editing. All right, where do we get all of our files? Well, I'm going to tell you in a minute, but first we need to add some video tracks. When you open WeVideo, it starts you with an audio track and 2 video tracks. We're going to need 4 video tracks for this. So how do we add that? You come over here to your plus button right here. Click plus. It's already on video. Click add track. So you see we now have video 3. So you do the same to add video 4. So plus, add track. Now we have video 4. Now when you do it, your screen probably looks like this because this starts off very big, which means you can't see all of your timeline. To correct that, click on these 3 dots right here between your gallery and the screen. Click it and hold it down and move it to the right. That shrinks your preview screen and allows you to see all 5 tracks, your audio and your 4 video tracks. Okay, now we are ready to build. Everybody has this shared folder, and I put these files in your shared folder so you can build this. So the first thing we're going to do is start with the Live 5 logo. Now we are going to layer these, and layering is very important in video production because layering determines what goes on top of other video or objects. So in WeVideo, 1 is the furthest back, 4 is the top. So whatever goes here will be taking over the other graphics. You'll see this in a minute. We are going to start with video 2. You'll see why I'm leaving video 1 blank for now. So you're going to grab the Live 5 logo, drag it down to video 2 and bump it all the way to the left. So you should have Live 5 logo on track 2. Now, when we look at it in the preview screen, the logo is too big. So we need to go into the properties to manipulate it. So we come back over here to our video and we double click. That opens up the properties. We're only going to stay in this box for now. We are going to scale it down. Scale is the size. So I'm going to click on this blue dot in the middle and drag it to the left. And you see we can go super small, but we're going to go about this size here. So just look at it on my screen and make yours about the same size. If it doesn't work after we add the other graphics, you can always come back and change it. Now, the next thing, we don't want it in the middle. We want it on the left, like right here. So I'm going to click on the logo and drag it to the left. I still want to keep it centered here. Let go of it when it gets about right there. All right, I'm happy with that. So now we're going to save the changes. So now my logo is on the left. Now I want to put the Instagram logo right here in the middle and make it the same size or roughly the same size as my Live 5 logo. That's going to go on video track 3. So click your Instagram, drag it down, make sure it bumps all the way to the left. You'll know because this is all even right here. So when it drops it, this is obviously too big. So we are going to put our mouse over that video and double click, and there's our properties again. So we are going to scale it down. So we click on the blue dot in the middle of the scale bar, move it to the left and make it smaller, and just get it about the same size as the logo. Then I want to make room for my other logo coming up, so I will grab it and move it a little over to the left. Just don't overlap it. I'm happy with that. Save changes. All right, we have one more logo to go, and that's the Tetzloff CA. So I'm going to click and drag that down to video 4, making sure it bumps all the way to the left, and let go. So all my videos are lined up. Of course, it's too big and it's overlapping my other logos. So I'm going to double click it to bring up the properties again. We're going to scale it down and get it roughly the same size as the Instagram logo. But I don't want it over the top, so I'm going to now click it here and drag it to the right. So now all of these should fit on the screen. If one of yours doesn't, you can go back to the properties and change it. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm saving changes. So now this whole video is 5 seconds long. When it puts in a video or a graphic, by default, WeVideo makes it 5 seconds. So if I hit play, it's playing for 5 seconds, but nothing's moving because we just created static logos. Now is the next step. I want to make it pretty. I want to add a background to it. That's what video 1 is for, because we need a background that doesn't take over these. We need these on the top, which is why these logos are on the top tracks. So now we're going to put a video background in. So we're going to go over here to stock media, and we're going to type in background. And yours will already be on all. Okay, so when you type that in, it brings up thousands and thousands of backgrounds. You can go on forever. So let's just start with this first one. Before I even bring it down, I just want to see what it looks like. To preview it, I click it. Okay, that's pretty. Let me see what it looks like on my logo. So I click it and drag it down to video 1 and bump it all the way to the left. Let go. My spacebar will play it, or you can hit this play button here. Okay, that's really pretty. I like it, but I want to try out a few others. So let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, that's really pretty too. So you can go on and on and on until you find the right one. So I decide I like this one better than this one. So I'm going to click this first one, and I'm going to hit my delete key. The other way you can do that is click it and then just click the trash can, and it deletes it. So now I can put this down here instead, and I'm going to hit my space bar to play it. Ooh, that's really pretty. I really like that. Okay, but as you can see, this video is way too long because now my logos are no longer playing because they were only 5 seconds. So I need to make this all the same size. So I'm going to grab the end of my background video. So I have the double arrow, click, and drag it back until it's even with my logos here. Now, if I play this from the beginning, it will play for 5 seconds. It will stop automatically at the end of the last video. It should have everything on here. So you should see all 4 images. If you don't, you did something wrong. So you'll need to go back to see which one is too short or too long and fix it so they're all the same. Okay, this completes the visual part of it. Now we need to add music. So we're going to go back up to stock media, and you're going to punch in a keyword. You can punch in really anything. I'm going to punch in fun. You might punch in high energy, chill, relax, good times, whatever. Just punch in a keyword and click all and change it to audio, because now we're not interested in pictures and video anymore. We're only interested in audio. So now here are all the music pieces that have to do with my keyword. Side note, do not use this audio button. Do not. Always search for it. Okay, so just like I watched the video, by clicking it, I can do the same with my audio. So I press, and I can pause with my space bar. All right, that's okay. Let's try this one. Okay, I kind of like that. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that down. And now you notice this is my audio track because it says audio 1. So drag it all the way to the left. and then play it. Now, obviously, the music is much longer than my video, so I can do the same like my background. If I like that, I'm going to grab the end and move it all the way back so it bumps up to my video. So now when I play it, but you notice it cuts off because I cut off the middle of the song. To make that smooth, we're going to fade that music out. So to do that, we click on these three dots above the video. And when I do that, you notice I got a speaker. Click on the speaker. And here I can turn the volume up or down, but I can also add a fade. I'm not going to click this button, because that's going to fade it in and out. I only want to fade the out. So you click in here, type 1 second, click out of it, and you see it even gave you a blue bar. It shows you how the music goes down. So let's play that again. And it fades out nicely so it doesn't just cut off. So that completes this video. If you get this far, you get the full point value for it. As long as we can see all the logos, you have a beautiful background, and your music fades and it all ends at the same time, so you see all the pictures together. That is your full value. Now, you might want to take it a step further. So let's say you really like this music piece, but you don't really like the beginning. So I'm going to stretch it back out. And let's say I'm listening to it for a little bit. And let's say I want to start it right there where it goes dunk, dunk. Back it up a little bit. See, it was right there before this little spike. So I'm going to back it up, and I'm going to hit my cut button. I'm deleting this part right here by clicking on it and hitting my delete key. And then I bump this to the front, listen to it. And again, it's too long, but I like that start there. So I'm going to take the back again with my double arrow, click, drag it all the way back so it bumps up to my 5 second. I need to fade it out. So I click my 3 buttons or my 3 lines, click the speaker, and come to the out fade. Click in there, double click and press 1. No, we don't want 10 seconds. 1. And there it is. Now I play it again. And there you go. All right, last thing, you're going to name it. So move up here to My Video, click in the box. It brings up your rename video box. So highlight it, and you're going to call it Instagram Promo. You will need to have this for later, so this is very important that you name it correctly. Then click OK. It should say Instagram Promo up here, and now you're good to go.